No, it's not worth to buy dust with marks at all. It's just not. Buying marks for marks makes sense. Better to go to the ascension levels and get what do you call it, the 2000 marks, and get the XP boost, get the quest boost. Those are the things that's worth the most. And the idea is what you want to try to do is level stuff up as fast as you can. Um, that's pretty much it. Not necessarily. The quints, if you don't realize it, the quints are pretty neat because if you ever have an item that the you want to get a mod for, play that in a bot match, and then go start taking chests. Within about 4 to 5 pulls, something that has no mod will get a mod. No, it's 750 marks for 500 and it's 400 marks for 200. Those are the only 2 marks that you have. The rest of the way, you do it through Ascension. You need to be able to move slower. Well, that would be done through mods. You actually have mods and trinkets that do exactly what you're describing. You want to be able to move fast? That trinket does speed. It works just like the purple crystals in Eventide. You need mods. Like Sprinter controls your speed. If you have Sprint, this ability naturally starts off at around like 40 or 50%. You get it to 75, you get it to 1 star, it's at 90%. So there's ways to get speed. Who cares what the other team is playing? That's not how it works. So the idea is, if once you have the ability to pick teams, what you would do is you guys would be building builds that actually complement each other, like sniper, shotgun. If there was a way for me to guarantee I would be on the team with a buddy, one of us would play sniper, one of us would play shotgun. Then the 2 abilities overlap. This build that I'm playing right now, doesn't matter what you're playing. All I know is my build strength and I know my build's weaknesses. I don't want you close to me. That's the rule. You gotta stay away. That's it. I need to kill you at a distance. So this build and the torrent that I'm using allows me to get somewhere between 60 to 80 wins per match. I know exactly the build that can demolish me. Hexecutor played it yesterday. It's Tempo Rush shotguns. Dead. So you know what you do in that case? Stay away from that guy. And then run around the map killing everything else. That's something that's coming later. It's not in yet, but you don't really need to see what a person has. What you need to do is create a build that you know how to play really well, that you know its weaknesses and its strengths, and it gives you more wins in 1v1s than losses. That's all you can do. That's what you actually build all your builds to do. You don't need to know what the other person's playing. What you need to understand is, if you know what they are playing by looking at the weapons that they're shooting you and killing you with, you need to basically figure out strategies around said weapons. That's how you play. There's also a wiki that has pretty much all the weapons and all the items. It'd be great to know, but the idea is you're supposed to play builds that you're good with, that has the ability to play against most builds. Like, this is just a build that I'm using to level up, but I found out that this build is a really good combo. What am I using to make it work even better? Spirit Wells. Spirit Wells, and because I got these in legendary mods, I found all my Spirit Wells and I combined them together. And then I put them against with secret items. So now when I want to get Primal, Primal happens extremely quick. It's not about what they're playing, it's about what I'm playing, and I'm maximizing everything in what I'm playing so it plays well. That's time. But, so if you ever see somebody shoots a bolt at you and then you get really slow, that's grounding bolt. If you ever see somebody shoot a bolt at you and you turn on fire, that's primal fire. If you ever hear the sound effect go like a gun, like something winding up, the ability I'm using right now, that shield, a gold shield appeals around me. I recognize everything because I played that much. And it wasn't because I had them. I used to play against people who used to have them and I couldn't basically stop them. So I learned what they were. Or you'd ask, what the hell are you using? So that's how you learn them. They're gonna nerf it in two ways. I don't know if it's gonna be this patch, but the nerf is supposed to be less damage, even less damage when you're closer. Right now, it's supposedly 50, but it's not. It's more like 65. So they're gonna nerf that, so it's gonna stand out more. So maybe probably 40 to 30. So it's gonna do a third of the damage instead of what it's doing right now. Right now, if I hit you with my sniper stat literally says it does 1333. If you're up close, I still do about 1,000. That's a lot of damage that's not 50%. That's way more than 50. So that's what I've been noticing. So that's gonna be nerfed. That's one of the nerfs. I don't know if it's also happening in this patch coming, but the idea is they're gonna try to limit the one-shot capability of like primary snipers. You should play with sound because everything sounds different. Like the Negate Siren is a very distinct shot. It sounds completely different than all of the other snipers. Lumia Prodigal and Prodigal sound exactly the same. The Tetrad sounds very specific. The Lost Dreamer, very specific. And I can tell also not by even that, sometimes the bullets and sometimes the range of the weapon that's going up against them. Like, if I'm really, really far away, but yet your battle rifle is shooting and hitting me, and it's not red, which means it's a heavy, if you're hitting me at over 11 meters, that's Tetrad. That's how I know. I play a lot of the weapons also that I know what their ranges are, and I know what sounds they make, I know what they look like, and I know what they do. So that's why I have an advantage, and that's why most builds don't bother me. I play builds that work well for me. I don't need to know what you're playing. I need to know what I'm playing really well. And I need to know how to protect myself against what you're playing. By either knowing what it is, by seeing what it does, by hearing what it sounds like. That's how I have that advantage. That's what I know when I'm playing. What sniper does 2k damage at level 1? So the way a sniper does 2k damage at level 1 without mods, impossible. If you're playing full sniper, maybe, but still probably not possible. Because you're only getting 24%. 24% about 1,375. 10% is 300. 10% again is 300. Yeah. If you go full sniper, yeah. It can't be done without full sniper. But full sniper is at really at a really big disadvantage against almost every other build. Because all I have to do is close in on you, and you're dead. So how do you beat full sniper? Gap closing. Sprint, temporal rush, leap attack, warden. Catalytic sprint. Blink strike. That's how you beat sniper. Sniper is to get close as possible. Bushwhack them. Stand in a bush, wait for the sniper to run by, jump out of the bush, kill him. Shotguns, sniper bang. That's how it works. I don't know if I'm one of the best players. I'm just probably one of the most knowledgeable players. And the idea is, even like when I played Vainglory, when I usually play games, I try to learn a lot about specifics about the game. Like, I learned build combos and I learned counters to most builds. Like, the reason I know how to beat most flamethrowers is because I played flamethrower from level 6 to level 20. And I fully understand how a flamethrower works. So I know how to counter it because I used to kill people with it all the time. It's not really being great with it, it's really understanding how it works. And that's pretty much it. Sometimes you play stuff that you hate to learn what are its strengths and what are its weaknesses. Like, as strong as the rush is, if you close on the rush with a battle rifle, most battle rifles would beat it. Not a tetrad. Almost every other battle rifle but a tetrad can beat a rush up close. That's just how it works. Like, that's why almost every weapon has a rock, scissor, paper quality to it. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. That's how it works. It's not that. I never consider myself top player in anything. Like, let's say if there was 100,000 people playing, I'd definitely be in the top 3,000 people playing. You probably consider the top player, but I just know that I know there are people that I play against that are really tough, and they give me a challenge. I know how to counter them, specifically if they're playing specific builds, but they're tough. Like Hexecutor, to me, he's one of the best actually in the game. I think he's actually one of the best players. And I remember when he used to be a chain gun user, really hard to beat. That guy used to get like 140 kills, chain guns, easy peasy. And they've been nerfing them. Then he figured out, like, his idea was always max build, max damage, max quick in, quick out. He plays assassin. True assassin is get in close, blow you up, and disappear. He bursts you to death and then go. That's what that guy plays. He also plays knock with poof. He's like he executes you literally with knock. If you're in human form and you don't have a primal, you're kind of screwed. If you do have a primal and it's not a knock or something that can do a lot of damage in multiple areas, his knock still could probably beat you. That's how good he is with it. It's not easy. And he's not in A. He's what do you call it? He's EU. Busy is pretty good because Busy comes up with a lot of crazy builds. And it depends too. I don't know where everybody's playing. Like, there's a lot of guys too that have solid builds for specific modes, but they're not the greatest in other stuff. K9 is actually pretty good too. Jawbone can be annoying, and that's something I showed him. Like, he plays Janks, Corral, Fight. I showed him that build with Janks. That was a mistake because it's super annoying playing against him with it. But he's NA from Canada. There's a lot of good people. I just don't know. Like, when I think about top builds, I'm thinking about people who give me a lot of trouble. Like, Null is annoying. I haven't seen him in a while. Hunter was decent, but I know the counter build to beat Hunter with. So yeah, Vendemic is like South America, but he's decent. Guava Pie, not bad. People who don't play much but who are really good. Perception, Eclipse. There was a lot of really good players. A lot of them left, but there was a lot of really good players. But I can't tell you a top 10 because not enough people play consistently. And there's a lot of people I play with that I know how to counter. I know kind of how to beat. And the key is, as good as we all are, if we're playing hard counters to the build that's playing against us, most of us will beat each other. Like, that's how it works. Like, if you're playing the hard counter to my build, it's super hard to stop you. If I'm playing the hard counter to your build, it's also super hard to stop me. So it changes. But there's a lot of, like I said, I can't tell you top 10 because not as many people play consistently as I do. And they fade in and they fade out. Yeah, what's his name? Dratus? He's good. Oh, Not So Urgent Mountain is also really good. I just told you, Jawbone, he's pretty good. Equatus, he's high, but he's good. Max Bob is pretty good too. But the problem with Max Bob and I think Equatus is like they use they tend to use one build, and that one build ain't that hard. Like, if I know what your build is, I can usually counter it. Like, if I play a similar build, I can actually counter it with that similar build. And if I'm using the thing that's making your build strong against you, it's not that strong anymore. Like, Max Bob loves the Heretic. If I use Heretic also, which is a weapon I used to use a lot because it used to work synergize with almost any build I played, I can shut him down a lot easier than if I'm not playing Heretic. So that's the thing. If I play similar builds that people are playing against me, they're not as hard as they appear because I have the same strength that you have. The only thing I gotta start using more is protection. And if I play shield a bit more, protection's gotta be something I have to work on. Like, I'm really leveling up guns more than anything else. And next patch, the guns are gonna all change. So I'm probably gonna have to relearn everything. Some guns are probably gonna feel great, some guns are gonna feel bad, and I just gotta figure out what works well with each other right now. Like Demi-Lune, which I've hated for a long time, it's working super well with this build, with the Prodigal. And when I tell you out of the two sniper rifles, people will say that this is the superior sniper rifle. Not exactly. If you're into max damage, or as I like to say, a damage Andy, yeah, that's probably the best gun in the game to you. But if you're not, and you're into being able to shoot a lot, and being able to hit things a lot, and having ammo in a reasonable amount of time, to me, this is the best gun. Out of the two, to me, I prefer that one. So it's just what it is. Like, that's the thing. I think a lot of people play, but max damage is the way. Then you run into a newbie buff. Is max damage the way to go? You can't kill them in 2 shots. Yeah, it's positioning and knowing what is being used against you. I recognize snipers pretty easy. And based on how the sniper shoots, I can tell you which sniper you're using. Like, if you ever get hit by a sniper rifle and it hits you with more than 2 shots, more than 3 shots, that's a Primal Eye. Primal Eye has 6 shots as a basic sniper rifle. That's how you know. If it's a sniper rifle that hits you once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, Primal Eye. It's hard to get a Prodigal, an Illumium Prodigal, to be hitting you with 5 shots. It's just hard. But Primal Eye has that. If you're getting hit with a blue sniper beam, that's a negate siren. Like, it's just how it goes. If you're ever getting shot up with a dual pistol and it's doing crazy damage with you, but it doesn't seem to have a lot of ammo, or it's power infused, most likely they're using the Codefission Constant. Highest DPS of all the guns in the game. Only has 8 ammo. Horrible reload time. But that's how you know. Like, Max Bob's play Heretic, Codefission Constant, Protection. and I think Bracer of Dedication, or if not Bracer of Dedication, he's playing Nullum Guard. One or the other. You play those combos, that's a super strong combo, and it's really, really painful. If a person's not playing a Heretic, and they don't have something that can actually take you out from really, really long distance, and keep you away from them, and you can survive, and they can wait out your protection, yeah, that's a strong, strong combo. Is somewhat, but the advantages that I get over the guns are, when I find a combo of guns that work together, I can play them from low level all the way to high level. What starts happening is, they work really well when they're low level. They work way better when they're high level. It's not an advantage over you. I know that this build works together really well. Some infusions are problematic. Like the Heretic's infusion is completely problematic. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. You literally get hit through a wall, and it takes full damage as if it hits you like clean. That's stupid. The damage permeating through the wall should be half or a quarter. It can't be 100%. So to me, that's problematic right there. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Shooting through, hitting a wall to kill people. That's stupid. That's just dumb. And like I said, that it doesn't even count as an edge, because the wall, if you're near the wall, it almost counts like you're being in the center of it, no matter how thick the wall is. I just died in a arena to 2 stupid Heretic shots through a wall. Come on, man. That's stupid. That infusion is just dumb. That doesn't make sense. That's just a broken infusion. To tell me that a wall is it can basically hit you through a wall with full damage is insane. That I don't see. Most infusions aren't like these amazing, holy crap. Like, if you ever look at the Splintered Fates infusion, it sounds good. It sounds like that's super deadly, but it really isn't. But the idea is, if I increase the blast radius, it's literally shooting through the wall. If I basically hit the wall, the center blast radius increased by 20%. So it makes the blast radius count as if there is no wall there. If I hit you, it increases. If I hit the wall, it increases. So it's literally getting hit without the wall being there. The damage you're taking is full damage. It's not partial. It's not a third. It's not at the edge. It's counting as being in the center of the blast. That's insane. That's a horrible infusion. That's a broken infusion. Because almost every other infusion in this game is so-so. They're cool, but they're not game-breaking. The Heretic one is super toxic. It's not even cool. The Heretic is already problematic. When it hits you, it does so much damage. 2 Heretic shots or a Code Diffusion, Heretic, dead. Protection makes it even worse. Like, it's like a brain dead build. Code Diffusion constant, protection, Heretic. Kills most people. And I used to use the Heretic. I know how good it is. It's just... And they nerfed it. They actually took some damage off. It's still ridiculous. So, if I see them in the shop and I want to actually bring something up, I buy it. The other way you get dupes, actually I haven't even looked in here because I got the stuff I wanted. This is the other place you get dupes. And I'm trying to get my hands on this damn Primal Eye. because I want to get the infusion for Primal Eyes, so I've been buying Primal Eyes if they ever appear in my shop. So that's how you basically get them. And
An accomplishment worth celebrating.
since I can't control the random number generator, see what I mean? Yay, I get to be a jerk with the Heretic too. Yay! I really wanted a Primal Eye. I didn't know I had an extra Heretic, so I had my Heretics ready to go. So, ready to infuse? Yes, we are. What am I sacrificing? I can sacrifice you, I can sacrifice you, and I'll sacrifice you. Increase by 15%? That's insane. That's a lot. So I think level 4 should be 15%. Level 1 should be like 5. Then I think maybe. Or maybe 7.5. 7.5 and 15. 15 and 30? No. Too much. You're 1 star, Heretic. Incorrect. The way the CC works is you have to understand that it has a really long reload time. So what you need to play the CC with is a heavy that can actually cover the fact that you're waiting for it to reload. Since I'm used to extremely long reload times with it, there's 2 guns you can play with it that's actually kind of fun. Heavies, the Avalanche. Real fun to play with it. Other heavy, the Dispatch. That works well. Another decent heavy, the Triplane. Because the Triplane works damn well with almost every build that you can think of. Because the Triplane is literally the OG Art Mandrill. Everything that was a problem with the original Art Mandrill, they put it in the Triplane and left it alone. And they have not nerfed the Triplane yet. Literally, the way it plays, the Art Mandrill used to play the exact same way. And then they nerfed the Art Mandrill really bad. Even though it's a strong gun, but they just keep nerfing it. Like, if you want to play the game on easy, you play it with a Triplane. You want to play the game with a heavy shotgun and have a hard time and test your skill, you play with an Art Mandrill. Because they're about the same in capability of killing stuff. It's just the Triplane is playing with brain dead, no skill. Shoot, things die. The Art Mandrill, you have to actually position yourself to get that weapon to actually kill something. Super hard compared to playing a Triplane. But that's what it is. Well, I hate the sincerity now because they increased its cooldown period by 0.3 seconds. The reason it bothers me is for over 10 months plus, I've been playing with the sincerity with a 1.8 cooldown. So, even though it's only 0.3 seconds, for me it feels like a whole extra second. Because I'm used to the gun being ready to shoot again way faster than it's actually happening nowadays. So I have to find a way to play it with jury rig, or I can't play that gun. That's how annoying it is to me. But what you have to get comfortable with is know that the weapon has a horrible reload time. You have to either find something with jury rig, or you need running guns, or you need a lot of multitaskers. Multitaskers, every time you fire your ability, you get ammo. Running gun, every time you dodge, you get ammo. So that's what you do to offset it. Oh yeah, it's a shotgun. It is, if you haven't realized it yet, that's what a lot of people use in their builds because it's extremely versatile. It has a really good charge on pickup, and if you use it with something like the Bracer of Dedication, every time you get a kill, you get ammo. That's why a lot of the things you see I play, I always play with Bracer of Dedication. Even though it's 90%, most things I kill, I get ammo back. That's why I play it. If I just hit one person with my gun or with the heavy and they die, they will be 1 ammo back. That's why if you play your heavies like the Avalanche is highly broken. It only has 2 ammo. Every time it picks up charge, it gets 1.5. It gets 1 ammo and a half. Why? It's only got 2 ammo. The most broken gun in the game. So if you play that with Bracer of Dedication, you can have infinite ammo with this thing. Especially if you're shooting it into crowds and people keep dying. I don't like what they did to it. They've been giving it damage, but they've been nerfing things about it. So, original sincerity. Let me explain how the original sincerity used to look. Original sincerity's max health used to be 35. It used to have 35 health. I don't know about the move speed. The reload time used to be 1.8. When they took away the health, that was a blow. When they increased the reload time, that was a blow. They nerfed the gun and they gave it more damage, but it's not better. To me, if it's your starter gun, I hate the way it plays now. Again, I played it for over 10 months where it had a reload time of 1.8. They literally just changed the reload time in 1.11. That's less than 2 months ago. Why? I didn't need more damage. It plays worse to me. It's really hard for me to play this gun. Which gun is not broken if no one plays it? The only reason I don't play Avalanche is because it's level 20. People who understand what the Avalanche does, play it. If you got it, and you're playing Primal Hunter, hell yeah, you play the Avalanche. I can play the Avalanche and have infinite ammo and start killing people. I'm leveling up weapons. That's why you're not seeing it. I can play the Avalanche with the Brighton, with the flamethrower, or I can play the Avalanche with the other throwers, Soft Thunder, and if I also play it with Orthotic Generator. Play it sometimes with the Rush. If I'm not trying to level stuff, and if you want me to basically be killing stuff all the time and I want to basically take out Primal super quick, hell yeah, I use the Avalanche. You gotta understand, the only reason you don't see certain things being played is because they're all level 20. Once I hit level 20 with them, I stopped playing them. I was playing the Negate Siren like non-stop. It hit level 20 yesterday. Stop playing it. I went over to the Demi-Loon. It's not that the Negate Siren is bad. But that's the problem. It interferes with my leveling of the other weapons. I'll play it in a bot match where it doesn't matter. What did I used to use it with? It's a secret weapon, yeah. I'll play it with the Northern one. Shield can stay. I'll go Kieran's Cash. You have... Wow. That sucks. How the hell does it not have Spirit Buff? Not you. Gotta find some walls to blow people up with. I tried in Slayer. Wait a minute. Fast Primal. Oh yeah, since 2 patches ago, Northern War's been trashed like hot garbage. it is so bad. It's like hot garbage. Northern Warfare is just... If it wasn't the fact that it's a secret weapon, jeez Louise, there is no reason to play it.
Your enemy has captured an outpost.
I need those 3 points. Thank you. That.
Triple kill.
Seriously, dog? Ouch.
Advance our position.
Woo. That was a lot of bullets coming from multiple directions. That was kind of crazy.
Double kill. Triple kill.
You guys kidding? I need ammo. Nope. Jeez, Louise, what the hell's all the ammo, man? Nice, 6 points. Christmas in July. Woo. Shields work. What the hell are these people? Almost there.
A formidable opponent.
Northern Warren.
60 seconds. Cower not in the face of triumph.
Yeah, commotion's better. Seriously, man? Can I get freaking primal? Please, bro.
Double kill. 30 seconds.
Shoots fast, does no damage, got no range. Nothing good about it. There's nothing good about that gun. It's hot garbage. It's since 0.10 they messed it up. Or 0. Yeah, somewhere around 0.10. Because around 0.8, 0.9, holy crap, was it good. It played really well. I have at level 18 right now. It's like one of the worst guns in the game. It's really, really bad. I like Facade more than I like it. I'm not a fan of the Primal Eye, but I think that plays better than it too. 20, 20, 20. Getting there. This one's 17. Let's see if I can get that to 18. Then I gotta go back to the Soft Thunder and the Orthotic Generator. And the Facade. I gotta get those guys up to 18 also. That's 3 different guns. A pain in the ass. I have no idea how I'm gonna get this to level 19. I really don't like playing it. Hopefully in the rebalance, things are gonna be so bad that it's gonna look good. That's all we got left. Yeah, that's gotta go. Back to the Demi Loon. Better secret item. I wonder how this would play. It's an epic scavenger either way, and that gives me Cyric buff and resourceful. Yeah, let me see how